What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. So let's get some updates on Todd and Julie Chrisley. Some of it's good news, most of it's bad. And as you guys know, reality TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley were sentenced last month to prison as it relates to charges dealing with tax fraud and things of that nature. Julie was sentenced to 7 years. Todd was sentenced to 12, and yeah, that's what it is. Now we talked about the fact that custody of their minor children, one of which is their adopted granddaughter Chloe, has been given to Savannah. Grayson unfortunately was in a car accident literally the weekend before they were sentenced, and so it's been rough. Unfortunately, it's probably going to get rougher. We found out that one of the agents that was involved in prosecuting, FBI agents that was involved in prosecuting this case, Todd Chrisley went on a total hate campaign against this guy. And as a result, well, actually, it's a guy, it's a woman. Her name, the woman's name is Amy, but in the article I read, it referred to this person as a him. Now, granted, his name could be Amy. I don't know, but I don't know if it's a typo or what. But neither here nor there. Some of the things that Todd said about this person on his podcast was that this person was having an affair and that there were sex tapes, that this person was a crook and had stolen money. None of which Todd could back up or had any proof of, which he eventually did have to admit that, yeah, okay, you know, I just heard these things. I don't have any proof about it. I don't know anything about it. This is just what I heard. And y'all, we've gone down this road of defamation 5,000 times. When someone is a public figure, the bar is pretty high to prove defamation, but when they are a private citizen, the bar is not as high. And this person is absolutely a private citizen. They are a government employee. They, you know, are not in the limelight in any way, shape, or form. And so, Todd was actually served back on the day that he was being sentenced. I believe November the 12th he was served, while he was on the steps of the courthouse, because up until that point he had been able to dodge being served. Now I don't know how the hell he was dodging being served when he was on house arrest. You knew where he was. I mean, I understand maybe he wasn't answering the door, but you knew where he was. Like, he wasn't going nowhere. He'd been on house arrest. Neither here nor there. He got a whole nother case to deal with. That is a defamation case. Now, the good news is that a judge has granted permission for the Chrisleys to communicate while they are behind bars. Again, they are husband and wife. It is a well-established relationship. They've been married for many, many years. But as you guys know, there are some very, you know, complicated and interesting rules in that as they relate to people in jail as co-defenders. Even though they're married, even though they were married long before any of this happened, they still had to go before the court and get permission for them to be able to communicate while they are in jail and talk to each other and write letters to each other. So they were given permission to do that. So that's some good news, you know. But unfortunately, one of the questions we all had once they were sentenced was, when do they have to report to prison? So today we found out that they have to report on January the 17th, and they will be going to two separate facilities, but they'll be going, both of them will be in the state of Florida. But yes, they must report January the 17th. Now, I guess the good news is they get to have the holidays. They've gotten about 2 to 3 months to get their affairs in order and be able to take care of whatever business they needed to take care of. I told you guys when they were sentenced that usually with federal crimes, well, I shouldn't say federal crimes. I don't know if there's a difference between federal and state crimes, but I have seen where people get an opportunity to get their affairs in order. I'm sure there's some sort of criteria to that, whether maybe a white collar crime versus a criminal crime, whether they were in custody versus not in custody. But yeah, so that's where we are with this, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.